so we'll roll with this. So I believe we have to go to graveyard this round, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you want to use the cavern key to unlock the cavern, I guess it's not important. Oh yeah, enemies teleport to you now. So that's also one of the big changes. But obviously you kind of get a sneak peek of this in 3BC. Because Rampagers, I guess like some other enemies start showing up, and then they'll also teleport to you. So prioritize some enemies, so obviously I'm gonna get rid of the Inquisitor. And Crusher is really good. Like you see with this elite, it just gets locked down. Like you can't do anything. Okay. So once again, don't be afraid to use your skills. The cooldown is pretty short. So Crusher only has like 12 seconds of cooldown. Of a night, just get those parries in. And look at that, we have food. Like, even though everything else is survival, I think because my main damage dealing thing is brutality, I'm gonna go with brutality. Okay, so I know some people ask for tips on higher boss style levels. So as I'm gonna fight this elite Oven Knight, I'm gonna try to demonstrate what it's like. At least like my mindset when I play on higher boss style levels. So something I like to imagine is that everything you do in the game follows beats. A beat is like a movement, or like an action. So for example, if I attack with Bloodsword once, that's one beat. So one button press on my controller is one beat. If I parry, that's another button press, that's also one beat. If I dodge, that's also a beat. Or if I use a skill, or like a... yeah, if I use a skill or trap, that's also a beat. So I'll try to demonstrate what my mindset is like. But essentially, you don't spam press. I know some weapons in the game are really fast to the point where you can do that. So we'll lure him up here. And he's gonna... oh, he's gonna do that. So we do this. We roll. Like, it's basically just knowing when is safe to attack. And with the Crusher, you don't really have to worry about it, and that's a really good amulet. We'll get this. This is really nice, by the way. I'm seeing some snake fangs in the chat. Okay, we'll go for it. And let's just buy this. Why not? Combo. Combo got reworked. We could definitely go with this. Bank. We are not going to the bank. It's a really bad idea in the early game. It's basically just like the scaling for the bank is not good in the early game, so you generally want to avoid it. Like obviously if you want a challenge, then yeah, go for it. And something else with the snake fangs is that you can do that. So a lot of shenanigans. You can teleport. And the reason why I'm taking so much damage is that I don't have any other colors, any scrolls in other colors. Because if, you know, you probably want more health. So you really don't want to get hit if you have a low scroll count like mine. But honestly, like, because damage scaling is just so weird in this game, that I don't really mind taking more damage here. But luckily, I do have the Spider Rune now. So that's gonna make things a lot easier. And I actually have no idea what's spreading poison here. What is this? Frostbite. Okay, wow. That guy went off screen. I don't think that thing is gonna teleport. I'm gonna try to prioritize this guy if I can. And I should probably wait until my thing comes back. So this is a little bit dicey. Because I don't have the... I guess like if you have more of the Legendary Forge filled out, this might be easier. Alright, so we just need 5 instances of poison on him. And yeah, he gets stun locked and he's dead. Seda Stiletto, you could definitely do that. You could, like, Snake Fangs is just so versatile. You could run it with so many things. But that is a pretty good combo. We could actually do it, because Seda Stiletto is part of my thing. I could go unlock it. But we also have the backpack. Quite nice. And we can also... oh my god, that almost screwed me up there. You gotta be careful with the teleport. Do you think it's good to stick to one secondary color and then picking the other one? I honestly just pick whichever one gives you more health. So like, you could go survival again, but you know, like I'd rather just have more health, and I'm gonna be honest. That goes to ramparts. I think this time around we can afford to go to Corrupted Prison. So it's like this. The passageway always looks like that. You have to do the wall climb. We can do it now, finally. I would love to try out some more weapons, but I don't know about this playthrough. Just because this is supposed to be like a speedrun of sorts. And I probably won't have a lot of the items unlocked. Okay. Do you watch anime? I used to a lot. Now I don't really do it because there's too much of it. You know, it's reached like saturation where like if I were to watch anime, like I want to make sure it's worth my time, right? Did you watch Chainsaw Man? Yes, I have. I liked it a lot. The only thing I would say, because I'm an anime only, I don't plan on reading the manga. And Chainsaw Man only had 12 episodes. I honestly think it could have gotten 24. Because where it ended off, at least in the first season, it just felt a little abrupt. Like, it's almost like advertisement to saying, you know, it's there to make you to want to read more, but also like just provide just enough marketing material to get you interested. I'm really interested in older anime, like ones that came out in the 90s and such, just because it has a lot of ideas where it just wouldn't be accepted in today's day and age anymore. I have watched Cowboy Bebop. Let me know if the mic is a little bit weird, because I'm turning my head because I have to see what's going on in chat, so that might have some impact on how it's performing. If there's any noises, let me try and fix that. I think it should be better now. It might be because the cord on my controller keeps bumping the cord on the mic. So one of the anime that I thought was quite interesting that I watched, it's called School Days. Very, very infamous. Depending on who you ask, they'll say it's trash or they'll say it's a masterpiece. But it's like a romance story about like literally someone cheating. So like an idea like that just wouldn't be as explored in today's day and age, because there are some topics where you just don't talk about. But yes, I do watch JoJo. One of my favorite, I would say one of my favorite anime of all time. It is very interesting. School Days is an interesting watch. We'll replace this and then we can do a switch. Someone says I gave a 3 to School Days. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. It's so weird. Like, if you haven't seen it, it's one of the weirdest things I've watched. Okay. Oh, I forgot there's a cutscene. Alright, can you come down here? Oh, look at that. That's really nice. I'd love to get up there. Just take it slow. So that thing's gonna die? Yeah. So we just need one more. And I think this is gonna be it. There we go. But you can see how barbed tips. So this is, I would say, an example of a build where it relies on a synergy. But once you have it, it's really good. So this synergy is fairly straightforward. Well, honestly, you can pair Status Stiletto with anything. But you just need something that has poison or bleeding. So I can actually buy this here. And I don't know if there's a cap. I don't actually believe there is a cap on this. Okay, I think I might die. Yeah. Not having a shield might have been a bad idea. I keep forgetting, because I'm just so used to... I'm so used to, like, having a shield. Let's just heal here. I think we should just... But you can see, like, how fast something just goes wrong. It's so easy for things to go wrong. And this is definitely... I think I'm gonna lure this guy here. Okay. Yeah, I probably should not sell the shields. I'll get back on that. Like, Snake Fangs is good, but you kind of need, like, that thing to... You need something to boost it, I would say. Come down here, and, like, if you... At least on 4 BC, this is a strategy you can do. Quite interesting, since you can't do this on other boss cell levels. Is that you just wait for enemies to teleport to you. But I would say, like, it's okay if you die here, because this is, I would say, one of the... Possibly the hardest part of a run. Just because the scaling in this biome gets a little bit wonky sometimes. Good thing they can get stunned. That's quite nice. So I'm just using Snake Fangs to, like, teleport and stuff. Right, Ancient Sewers. Snake Fangs might actually be pretty good in the Conjunctivius fight. Well, now that I do have Seda Stiletto, we could probably get away with this, right? Alright, it's time for the Snake Fangs to go. But generally, for those amulets, if they don't provide you with, like, the highest amount of stats in the color you want, you just don't pick it up. It's just a side effect of how damage scales in this game. I think I'm just gonna heal. It's a little early, but whatever. But we do have abundance of the scrolls. It's one of the reasons why I chose to come here. So the double cross probably should get replaced because it doesn't inflict bleeding or anything like that. Oh man, where were you like 20 seconds ago? Okay, I'll pick that up later, but it's good knowing that there's a large food item. This is actually exactly the same. I think I'm just gonna leave it with this. I do like that start affix where it gives you bleeding as well as poisoning. And that guy's gonna die. That's basically why turrets are so good in this game. You just plop it down. You plop it down and it just does damage. But I do like the damage I'm dealing now. I think it's mainly because of the scroll count. Yeah, we do have the Cavern key. So this time around, I'm gonna get this guy. That is multiple knocks. Don't think I'm gonna do that. This would have been really good if it was brutality, but it's not. This is so good. Part of me just wants to take this again. But the thing is, I used this in one run already. I got so much gold right now. I think I'm gonna do it. If I were to be really greedy, I would have held out on the health flask. Because I know there has to be like some food in this biome, right? Blade is probably better. That's my mentality. Balanced Blade is just good in pretty much every scenario. Oh my god, that is an S tier. Well, not S tier, but like quality S. Like Bloodsword by itself is not that good, I want to say. But because it has the ranking, the S ranking, I'm like switching between everything here. Yeah, let's try Spike Shield. And recycling probably gets us a bit more gold when we, well, recycle. Poisons. This is really good. Like, I love the affixes on this. Because you see how it gives bonus damage to poison? Because both of my skills, look at this. Bleeding causes poison. And this generates a poisonous cloud. Alright, it's time to handle this. Okay. That is a lot of damage. Wow. I think I'm gonna stick with this, to be honest. I'm gonna see which way he comes from. That way. Oh my god. Well, that's a little busted. Just a little bit though. I knew he was gonna come from there. The turrets might mess up the timings a little bit. Oh my god. I didn't know he was gonna come from that direction. Okay. So here's the thing. With the spider rune, you can climb up here, and you can go to Graveyard. You can also go to Graveyard if you go to Mama Tick, but obviously, I haven't gone to the DLC area, so... Because I don't know if I want to do... Well, it really depends what the goal of this series is. Like, if you guys want me to... At least my goal right now is to just get to the final ending of the game, and that's it. Oh my god. Those boxes, they do so much damage to you. Get the key, and then there's actually an item here. There's a secret area. Don't worry, my goal for this run is to fight the giant. Because you kind of have to fight the giant to unlock 5 BC. Oh my god. This almost feels like cheating. Look how good this is. Oh my god, we're melting. We're melting everything. I gotta say, this is, I would say, like, my favorite type of playstyle in the game, where you just feel so powerful, where, like, you are unstoppable, essentially. But I do want to clarify, it's not that, it's not only Bloodsword that's good, it's because of the affixes. So I get enough affixes with Poison, because you really want to hit those. You hit the affixes, you try to get one at least, like one synergy, I want to say. And once you get that one damage affix, you're eating well. Yeah, you still gotta be a little bit careful though. Alright, we're spending big here. What was I gonna say? Okay, so the curse chest is there, and then you can see the route now. I'm gonna unlock this just in the rare chance that I die here. I wanted to unlock the cavern right away. So this is the entrance to the cavern. You have to go to this to unlock it. So you get the key in the beginning of the game. You do this, and then you can go to cavern. Crusher. I wonder if this is gonna give me a toxic cloud. Oh, this would have been so good. Like, this Crusher would have been so good if it gave me a Toxic Cloud. But if you live in the Eastern time zone, it's like... it would be 3 hours, like... 3 hours ahead of me, at least. I see those guys over there. Okay, that was easy. I don't know, some people are saying take and reforge. Yeah, I could definitely do that. It's just like, because I don't have any investments in the legendary forge, so just having that S quality is really good. How do you look down? So with a controller, you can use your right stick to look around you. But this is the first time, at least like first time in this playthrough, going to the cavern. Okay, but we are melting. We are melting through everything, and I do want to keep in mind that like some parts of that is because I have 21 stats. You always want to push your stats as high as you can. Someone said, are you going to revise your tier lists? I don't actually plan on doing another tier list. I think, like, because the game's always changing, right? It's not really like if an item is not so good in one patch, it might just get buffed, right, in the next patch. So the game is just so volatile that it's hard to say that your opinions on a certain weapon will be the same, like, throughout the entire history of the game. But I do like the state where I think all the weapons in the game are, you know, fairly balanced. Some items in the game are still really broken. But I think, like, if you really wanted to make something work, you could do it. And what is this? Oh, you can actually, like, bait this. Because this thing, like, sucks you in. You can, like, bait it. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. That was a bad example. But you want to be careful. Because if you... But you could definitely bait it. I've done it before. Yeah, like that. It wasn't, like, a good demonstration. But, like, if you're close enough to the radius, you could actually bait that out. Those things do recharge, though, so you want to be careful of that. Cavern's an interesting biome in the sense that you get amulets that give you 4 stats, which I believe is one of the few biomes in the game that actually does that. The only other biome that does this is in the spoiler biome on 5VC. But, like, in the very rare scenarios it's actually possible that you get an amulet that literally gives you 4 stats in one color. So if you get that, that's like jackpot. Well, assuming that you get the color that you want, obviously. Yeah, another thing. If you go to the shops here, Cavern literally gives you... yeah, someone said. Literally the highest possible tier of items. So if you are going to spend money in the shops, like, do it here. So this sinew slicer is literally grade 12. Someone says, how old are you? I'm turning 23. I'm turning 23 in July. I don't know if that's like everyone's expectations of how old I am. I graduated last year in the summer from college, and then I was doing this coding bootcamp where supposedly they prepare you to find jobs in like web development or sometimes in the backend. And yeah, now I'm switching between just doing YouTube as well as job finding. Like honestly, if you're in, like I know the majority of you guys are probably in school, right? Like don't lie to me. I've seen my analytics. I know you guys are probably like in your late teens or early 20s. But if you're in school, just enjoy it. Probably the last time in your life where you get like complete freedom, right? Some people thought I sounded younger. Was it older? It might be because of the filters on the mic. Because I put some filters on the mic that supposedly make it like makes the voice sound a little bit more clear. Because obviously the way you sound to other people is not how you sound in real life. Well, like to yourself. Because if you guys want to demonstrate, like if you guys want to try this out, just go get a camera, go get a microphone, and then just record your own voice. It sounds weird at first. Like this is something I had to get used to. Like it took the longest time for me to get used to. Just hearing yourself on camera. I mean, I was just noticing this, but can the ground shakers not be poisoned? Like, can you not inflict like status effects on them? I actually didn't see. That guy dies. Okay, this is really good. 3 stats. That's a lot. Right, I think 29 is the highest amount of scrolls I'm getting, unless I missed one. Well, assuming that we skip the next biome. Then we'll go into the Hand of the King fight with... Okay, that guy's glitched out. We'll go into Hand of the King fight with 31 stats. Which is... it's okay. It's actually okay, like, it's around the average of what I usually go for. And then once again, this is the hardest part of a run, actually deciding what to do. That is a good point. I'm gonna change my mutations in a bit, I just noticed that. Okay, let me do the mutations first, because I definitely want to do this. So we'll do Disengage. Instinct doesn't work. We could go No Mercy. Okay, now we can focus on this. So roll this. Okay, we got pretty lucky. We just had to roll the gacha. Yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty big boost. Unfortunately, with the giant, it doesn't work. Like Crusher, you can't stun the giant. That's what I'm trying to say. I do believe, because this is the first time we're facing off against the giant, there is going to be a unique dialogue sequence, which I'm not gonna skip. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I think this happens every single run. Oh, is there no dialogue? Oh no, there is. Okay. This is a little, this is kind of getting into spoiler territory, but it's fine. I got no clue what he's talking about. The damage is okay. I've seen better. And I just threw that into the lava. Can I throw this onto the fist? Nice. Okay. It takes a little bit of finessing, but you can do that. Like, just throw it onto the fist. There we go. Take this. What's he gonna give me? A spinning ball. That's exactly what we need. Okay, so that's how you unlock 5 EC. And then you get, I think, yeah, you get Giant Killer here. Alright, so we're skipping this, right? Because I have something else I have to do later today, so I kind of want to just get this over with. We get the legendary. What could it be? Tonic. Tonic. What does it even do? Increase duration by 100%. So it gives you bonus health. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna pass up on that offer. Do you have to be Hand of the King after defeating Giant? I don't believe you do. Like, if I just restarted right now, I would still get access to 5 BC, because you just need the cell. Okay, we'll still do this just because why not? But to be fair, if I just died right now, it probably wouldn't matter that much. Oh my god. Get those recovery points though. I actually didn't know he did that. Like the attack where he slashes upward. I barely see him do that. So with the double dash, you could... Okay, well, I was gonna say, with the double dash, you could roll once, and then you just jump. But yeah, Giant's Hand of the King is dead. We're so close. We are so close. I can almost taste it. Hopefully you enjoyed this run and learned a little bit about the importance of, I guess, like, scroll scaling, synergies, that kind of stuff. And hopefully this run could help someone out there. So once again, I appreciate everyone else for being here. Good luck with the game. I promise you in no time, you will get to the next boss cell level. Alright, have a good rest of the day, everybody.